The appearance of a pivot table is, by default, pretty bland. There are no colored fills, no borders, and with the exception of bolded headings in multiple tiered columns and rows, the lists of data from your source fields, there isn't really any formatting applied at all. But it doesn't need to stay this way. Any formatting tools you'd typically use for your worksheet content can be applied to your pivot tables. You can apply fill colors to cells, change fonts, font sizes, apply bold and italics to any cell content. You can apply any number, text, and date formats you need too, regardless of formatting that was or wasn't applied to the source data. Assuming you know how to apply those formatting features from the Home tab, I want to focus on some of the formatting tools that are specific to pivot tables, the tools found on the Design tab while you're in any pivot table. Working from left to right, your options are Subtotals. Choose to show them or not, and whether they appear above or below your data. This pertains to functions such as sums, averages, and counts, all the functions that are chosen for your values box fields. Grand totals. Again, choose whether or not to see them, and if you're going to see them, where they'll appear. Report layout. Choose from compact, outline, and tabular layouts. And choose whether or not your headings and labels appear over and over again if you chose outline as your layout. Blank rows. This gives you the chance to spread things out and put a blank row between the sections of your pivot table. Your pivot table style options include whether or not you see column and row headings, and if you want banded, filled columns and rows. Banding is typically applied to every other row, or column, or both, to make it easier to read across a series of columns without losing your place visually. Based on the style options choices, the pivot table styles, groups of colors and borders, change to allow for banding. Click the drop arrow to see thumbnails of each style and click on the one you want to apply. You can keep trying them on until you like what you see. While the layouts you choose can tighten or loosen your overall pivot table layout, you can also make adjustments to row heights and column widths, just as you would any other worksheet.